Welcome to Hollywood Secrets Information. In this video, we are diving deep into the untold stories of 12 tragic queens of the golden era of Hollywood, iconic women who once ruled the silver screen with their beauty, talent, and charm, yet lived lives filled with pain, scandal, heartbreak, and often, devastating ends. So stay with us till the end, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more eye-opening Hollywood secrets. 1. Judy Garland. Judy Garland was more than just the girl who played Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. She was a child star turned international sensation. But behind the dazzling smile was a tortured soul. MGM Studios gave her amphetamines to keep her energy up and barbiturates to sleep, even as a teenager. Her personal life was tumultuous, with 5 failed marriages, constant financial woes, and a lifelong struggle with addiction. Garland died at the age of 47 from a barbiturate overdose in 1969, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable talent and a heart-wrenching cautionary tale about the pressures of fame. 2. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe remains the ultimate Hollywood sex symbol. But few knew how deeply unhappy she was behind the glamour. Her real name was Norma Jean, and she grew up in foster homes and orphanages. Her fame brought only more isolation. She struggled with mental health, addiction, and tumultuous relationships with powerful men, including rumored affairs with President Kennedy and his brother Robert. Her death in 1962, at just 36, was officially ruled a suicide, though conspiracy theories still swirl around it. 3. Jean Harlow. Jean Harlow was Hollywood's first platinum blonde and box office gold in the 1930s. But her life was marked by eerie tragedy. Married at 16, she experienced heartbreak, abusive relationships, and multiple personal losses. While filming Saratoga, she fell seriously ill and died of kidney failure at the young age of 26. At a time when medical treatment was limited, Harlow's tragic early death shocked the world and robbed cinema of one of its brightest stars. 4. Frances Farmer. Frances Farmer was a gifted actress whose beauty and rebellious spirit made her stand out. But her refusal to conform led Hollywood to turn against her. Diagnosed with mental illness, she was institutionalized, reportedly subjected to electroshock therapy, lobotomy rumors, and abuse. Farmer's story became a symbol of how Hollywood crushed those who didn't play by its rules. She lived her final years quietly, dying in 1970. Her life was later immortalized in the biopic Frances. 5. Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood was a beloved child actress turned dramatic lead in classics like Rebel Without a Cause and West Side Story. But her personal life was fraught with insecurities and complex relationships. Her death in 1981 shocked the world. She drowned off Catalina Island during a yacht trip with husband Robert Wagner and actor Christopher Walken. The circumstances remain mysterious and the case was reopened decades later. Was it an accident, or something darker? 6. Barbara Payton. Barbara Payton was once a rising star, but she became infamous for her scandal-ridden personal life. Known for her beauty and charisma, Payton's career quickly derailed due to alcohol abuse, affairs, and brushes with the law. She ended up destitute, working as a prostitute in Los Angeles and living in squalor. Her fall from grace was dramatic and heartbreaking. Payton died in 1967 at just 39 years old from liver and heart failure, a tragic end for someone who once had it all. 7. Lupe Velez. Lupe Velez was one of the first successful Latina actresses in Hollywood. Known for her fiery personality and comic timing, she broke barriers for Latina performers. But her personal life was often in the headlines, especially her volatile romances. Her tragic death in 1944 at age 36 was ruled a suicide, reportedly following an unplanned pregnancy. Though some accounts of her death have been exaggerated or mythologized, what remains undeniable is her struggle with mental health and identity in a town that never truly embraced her. 8. Dorothy Dandridge. Dorothy Dandridge broke racial barriers when she became the first African-American woman nominated for a Best Actress Oscar, for Carmen Jones. But despite her immense talent, opportunities were limited due to racism. Her personal life was troubled by failed marriages, a disabled daughter, and financial hardship. Dandridge died in 1965 from an overdose at just 42, her immense potential unfulfilled. She remains a tragic symbol of Hollywood's long history of racial discrimination. 9. Carol Landis. Carol Landis was known for her bubbly personality and pin-up status during World War II. She entertained troops and starred in several hit films. But Landis struggled with depression and romantic disappointment. She had a well-known affair with Rex Harrison, who refused to leave his wife. In 1948, she took her own life at 29 years old, after a final evening with Harrison. Her death was a harsh reminder that even those who seem full of life can be suffering silently. 10. Susan Peters. Susan Peters was a rising star in the 1940s and even received an Oscar nomination. But in 1945, a hunting accident left her paralyzed from the waist down. Hollywood, sadly, didn't know how to accommodate a disabled actress. She made a few attempts at a comeback but faced immense emotional and physical struggles. Peters died in 1952 from complications of starvation, possibly self-imposed. She was only 31, a talented actress whose potential was erased in a single tragic moment. 11. Peg Entwistle. Peg Entwistle's story is one of the most haunting in Hollywood lore. A promising Broadway actress, she moved to Los Angeles hoping to make it big. But her film debut didn't bring the success she hoped for. In 1932, at the age of 24, she climbed to the top of the H in the Hollywood sign and jumped to her death. Her suicide note revealed a deep sense of failure. Ironically, a letter offering her a new role arrived after her death, a tragic twist of fate that solidified her as a Hollywood ghost story. 12. Thelma Todd. Known for her comedic charm in films with the Marx Brothers and Laurel and Hardy, Thelma Todd was also a savvy businesswoman. But her success brought enemies, and she reportedly received threats before her death. In 1935, she was found dead in her garage from carbon monoxide poisoning. Although ruled accidental, rumors swirled of foul play possibly involving the mob or jealous lovers. Todd was only 29. Her glamorous life, marred by a suspicious and unresolved end, still captivates mystery lovers. And there you have 12 tragic queens of the golden era of Hollywood. These women lit up the silver screen with unforgettable performances but lived through immense pain, scandal, and often, heartbreak. Their stories remind us that fame isn't always what it seems, and behind the cameras were real people, battling real demons. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Hollywood Secrets Information for more fascinating stories from the world of classic cinema. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.